Now we are in the end of our session for the TOEIC test for listening and reading. Please pay attention. In this part, we will have so many questions dealing with the reading. The last part is what we call as a reading comprehension. In reading comprehension, you should read the text and answer the questions. Pay attention. If you don't know the answer, try to skip it on the next questions. Don't stay on that questions for too long. We will only have 75 minutes to answer all of the questions presented in the test. In this case, I will teach you how to do the test properly and in a quick way. Stay tuned and enjoy my teaching.
So today we will reach our end part of the reading. It deals with the reading comprehension, and it will be the last materials for the TOEIC test. Let's go to the first slide, everyone. So in this case, in TOEIC reading part 3, I will give you several tips and tricks to do the task itself. So I won't give you any materials included in the test, since in reading we can just guess the meaning, or we can also guess and what is it? We can also find the best answers by just reading a list of the text. So let's go on. So as usual, I have presented to you that in reading test we have 100 questions presented in only 75 minutes. Previously we have learned about the incomplete sentences and text completion. Meanwhile, today we will talk about the reading comprehension. In reading comprehension, we will have two parts, especially for the single passage questions and multiple passage questions. What are the differences? In single passage question, we can only have one text to deal with, and then for the multiple passage question, we will have two texts to read. So let's go on. Here are the tips and tricks for reading, especially for the first part, that is the single passage question. So every time you have text, try to not read the text. Try to read the questions first. So when you read the question, just like this one, so you can predict what will occur on the text, or you can just skip the whole text instead of reading it first. So try to look at number one. Where will the conference take place? So it refers to a date, right? So let's take a look. Okay, take place. The conference is coming up next Tuesday. That's just a week from today. So what will the answer be? Okay, today is April 8th, so we can just add 7 for 4 days from today. So the answer would be April 15. Okay, next one for number 2, where will the conference take place? So if it asks about where, so it will talk about the place. Okay, for instance, where will the conference take place? We can see it over here for the next sentence. Thank you for getting us the space at the hotel. Since the city conference center just wouldn't have worked for a small conference like us. So the answer would not be city conference center, because it is already included over here that it doesn't work for the small conference, so it would be the hotel. The number 2, the answer would be A. Okay, let's go on to number 3. Pay attention to the details. Questions and options may trick you. Take a look at number 3. What will your answers be? So let's take a look at number 3. How many workshop rooms will be needed? So how many rooms everyone? So we can just skip it into room. Which one? Oh yeah, this one, yeah, one. And then which one? Yeah, two more workshops, two. So one more room and then two more workshops. It may not talk about the room, but it is already included. One more room for the workshop. I'm adding two more room, two more workshops. So it means that the answer would be C. That is quite easy. And then the last part would be this for this exercise, future or current prediction. So take a look on the number 4. What will Meredith do on Monday? So today would be Tuesday. Uh, it means that Monday next week, so it would be April 14th, right? So you can just check it over here. Janet Newman, the guest speaker, will be flying in the night before the conference. Her plane arrives at 7. Please pick her up at the airport and drive her to her hotel. So before the conference, meaning that on Tuesday, April 15 is the conference. So the night before that one would be April 4th. What will Meredith do? Meredith will do picking someone at the airport. Okay, easy everyone. Okay, let's go on to the next exercise. It's still on the single passage question. So as usual, try not to read the whole text. Just jump into the questions for number 1. The next part would be dealing with the purpose of the text. So take a look on number number 1. Why would someone subscribe to this magazine? Try to go for the title. What subscribers say about the handyman's guide. Nah, handyman's guide over here, meaning that it will deal about the manuals of something. By reading the first sentence, we can read it. We can just guess the meaning. By checking the handyman's guide before I built my deck, I was able to save countless of dollars. So it will talk about the manuals and the how to build something. So what is it for? So actually the answer would be B, to learn and earn more. Why? Because we don't need a technician to build something, but we can just um, build something or build a deck by ourselves by reading this magazine. Okay, the answer will be B, yeah, for number 1. And then for number 2, take a look on the content of the text. We should check the facts and the details or the context. What does the magazine provide its readers? As what I've told you previously, the Handyman's Guide, it talks about the useful and practical tips. Instead of uh, hiring a technician to create something, we can just read the magazine by looking at the excellent illustration it provides over here. And then, yeah, this is the answer, yeah. So the answer will be A. For number 3, we can also guess the target of the magazine subscription. So who would be in the subscription? Who would be subscribers of the magazine? I mean the subscribers. A, B, C, D. Okay, the answer will be C. Why? We can just check it over here. Before I build my deck. So the answer, the right answer will be C, a builder. Yeah. So let's go on to the next part. This is just a practice test. As usual, I will give you 10 seconds to pause the video and finish the practice test. Starting from now. Okay, finish everyone. So here are the keywords. Number 1, as usual, just read the questions. Don't look at the text, a whole text. where can you eat a meal? Okay, it is already included over here. A food court is located. Yeah, meal means food, right? So we can just check it over here. A food court is located on the third level, so the answer would be D. Okay. Uh, are you answering the correct option? Okay, I guess so. Number two, what can you buy near the gates? So we can just skim and scan which of the keywords of the gate. Which one is it? Yes, over here. Uh, Newsstand is located by the gates lah. So what is your answer? Newsstand. So newsstand means the newspaper itself. Okay. Next one would be number three. How can you find information about local transportation? Okay, local transportation. Which one is it? Good, over here. So it is at the visitor information desk. Which one is your answer? Okay, B. The right one would be B. And then the last part, the last question, what is near the escalators? We can just skip and find the escalators. Which one is it? Over here. Flight arrival and departure time. So the answer would be B. So it is easy, right? I guess you can answer the following questions by yourself. So let's go on to the next part. That is tips and trick for reading, especially for the double passage questions. As I've told you, we will have two texts over here. So we should synchronize this. Yeah. After reading this part, we should also reading the response over here. This is the brochure or the ads. Meanwhile, the second one would be the responding email to the brochure. So the first one, in answering the text would be scan the keywords. For instance, number one, when did Mr. Fortescue see the ad in the newspaper? We can just check it over here. I saw your ad in yesterday's newspaper. Today is Thursday, August 21st. So pay attention, it would be yesterday. What is the day before Thursday? Of course, it's Wednesday. So the answer would be B. Yeah, okay. Number two, what is Mr. Fortescue current job? We are talking about current job, so let's just check which one is the answer. Currently work as an assistant in the accounting department. So assistant in accounting. Which one is it? Okay, the answer would be A. Good. For the number three, I mean, what course does Mr. Fortescue want to take? It is already clear over here that he wants to take the market research. So find the synonym. It is stated in the text that he is an accountant, but he wants to move to the market research. So the answer would be similar with the market research, and it should be advertising, moving into market research, not accounting anymore. So the answer B would be not this one. So the answer would be C, because he will be dealing with the market research. For number four, this is quite hard, so we should really determine which answers that don't fit the questions. For number four, how much will Mortar Fortescue pay for the course that he wants to take? As we know that he will take advertising, advertising will cost around $800 per course. So we can see over here that, wait a minute. He will be paying for 75% because the 25% will be covered by the company. So 800 will not be the answer. 800 and 500 will not be the answer, and then $75 will not also be the answers, because $500 is the cost for the computer software training. Meanwhile, for the Meanwhile, for the next part, $75 are not, what is it? It doesn't make any sense because uh, it means 75%. So 75% over here would be 75% of $800. So the answer would be 600. The answer would be C. So pay attention, you cannot just take the information over here and put it in your answers, but you should also read the following text. 75% of 800 would be 600. Okay, next one would be caterings, especially for the email and the brochure. This is the caterings and here is the email. As usual, you should really pay attention to match the text 1 and text 2. For number 199, how much will the catering for her event cost? Nah, pay attention on the text over here. We would like lunch, yeah, and also would like to have snacks served in the middle of the afternoon. We expect 25 people. So 25 people would be $125. Okay, good. For the snack would be $75 for 25 people. Okay, it would be 200, yeah. And then he also would like to add a vegan or vegetarians. Why it is included over here? Which one is this one? I was also wondering whether you include vegetarian options in your menus. So vegan for 25 people would be adding $1 per person. So we can just add $25 for the vegan edition. The answer would be D, yeah, $225. Okay, good. For the next one, for the number 200, we should also know the follow-up of the reading passage. Number 200, here is the question. How should she place her order with the catering company? This is already easy. So since after he sent the following email, he sent this brochure. Please place your order at least 2 weeks in advance of your event. Orders made with less notice are sometimes possible. Please call our office to discuss. So the answer would be A. So it is that easy, everyone. So let's go on to the practice test. As usual, I will give you 10 seconds to pause the video and finish the practice test. The timer will be starting from now. Everyone, so here are the answers. Number 1 would be B. Why is it B? Because you can just look it over here. What does Maria want to volunteer over here? So Maria sent the request form by adding the schedule by herself every Tuesday at 3 to 5. What days Maria does want to volunteer? The answer would be only for Tuesdays. Okay. For number 2, the answer would be D. Why is it so? Because you can just take a look at the date that Maria sent the form over here. The date would be June 5th, and then over here we can see that submit the form to the personnel director at least 1 month in advance of the volunteer work start date. So 1 month starting from June 5th would be July 5th. Okay, easy, right? For number 3, the answer would be B. What kind of volunteer work does Maria want to do? This is already clear. Volunteer duties is help with planting and maintaining gardens. And then for number 4, who should Maria submit this form to? This is already clear. He should submit it to the personnel director. And then number 5 on the last question, why won't Maria's request be approved? Jadi kenapa kok Maria itu tidak akan diterima formnya? Why is it so? Because we should check this one ya. Why is it so? Because they need volunteer work must take place during our normal business hours, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So they need Monday to Friday for the volunteers, not only for Tuesday. That's why the answer would be A. So it is easy, everyone. So that's it for the video for reading comprehension 3. Thank you for watching this minimalist video. Again, I guess I will see you again in the future. I hope that you will pass the final test by having a good score later. Please finish the practice test on the LMS Polinema and the Google form. Thank you again, and then have a nice day, everybody.
Okay, we are now at the end of our meeting for Bahasa Inggris Persiapan Kerja. Don't forget to finish the quiz or the task that I presented on LMS Polinema. And then good luck with your laporan akhir and your final test for this semester. Godspeed with your test for the TOEIC. I hope you will get a good score in your test. That's it for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.